From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your evening update.
Hey, good evening, folks. I'll tell you what, it was an interesting way to start the weekend with that fire danger across the area. We actually had that fire weather warning across pretty much all of North Alabama, and the environments were pretty much similar in southern Middle Tennessee. Now, yesterday we had that 100-acre fire north of Summertown here in Lawrence County, which is where Tennessee Valley Weather headquarters are. So, yeah, the past couple days have been pretty rambunctious in that aspect, which means, kind of just job security for us, right? Even when it seems nice out there, you never know what Mother Nature's going to get up to. And indeed, it did seem nice, and it was nice if you had plans outdoors over the last couple days, and it will continue to be so as we head through the rest of this weekend as well. This frontal passage is probably going to come through tonight and into the early hours of tomorrow morning. It's going to sweep out the remaining little bits of moisture and make us even drier still. But you know what? It's still paving the way for a pretty nice Sunday. I'll tell you that much. As we head through tonight, falling down through the 60s as we head through about 7, 8, and 9 o'clock tonight. By the time we're hitting about 10, 11, I think we'll be near 60. And then our lows will probably bottom out somewhere in the mid-40s in some of the cooler spots in southern Middle Tennessee, near 50 in northwest Alabama. I'll discuss that more here in a few moments, but I want to show you the frontal passage. You can actually see it with the wind. Notice how the wind actually starts shifting out of the north, and then we're getting that wind just blazing south there. So we're really not getting much in the way of moisture at all. We're cooling off pretty dramatically. This is what I was talking about when I said those mid-40s across the area, and then near 50 in northwestern Alabama. Paving the way, though, for a nice Sunday, I'll tell you that much. It's not going to be quite as warm because of that frontal passage. Good 5, 6, 7 degrees cooler. I think near 70 is a decent bet for pretty much all of the Tennessee Valley for our Sunday, with clear skies, maybe a few patchy upper-level clouds, much like today, as we head through Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. And I really do think that frontal passage did us kind of a favor, to be honest with you. I really don't see any inclement weather in the forecast. However, we are getting into a pretty serious drought, and I think moisture would actually be kind of useful right about now. I really don't think I think we've had our share of nice weather. It's about time for some rain, right? So we're watching this system as we head towards midweek. It's starting to manifest there. Notice how it's really just taking up all that moisture, pulling that wind to the north, so we get this southerly wind coming out of the Gulf of Mexico. We pick up some clouds through midweek. Looks a little raggedy right now. That's kind of the best way to put it, to be honest with you. And I'm not entirely sure. Confidence is pretty low on those rain chances as we head towards Friday. But if this system does continue to pull that moisture and push east, we might have some scattered shower chances there, which I'll discuss more in a few moments there on Friday. So for tonight, again, I think consistent mid-40s is a decent bet as you head further north especially, because check that out there in Hohenwald, 46 degrees, 48 in Lawrenceburg for your low tonight, 49 in Waynesboro, 50 out there in Savannah. Then you start going near the state line, you start seeing those consistent 50s, then you hop across the state line, and then you start to get back in the lower 50s pretty much entirely for our lows tonight. 56 there in Waterloo for your lows tonight. River probably has something to do with that, there being right there along the water. 52 in Cortland, 54 in Decatur, 54 down there in Phil Campbell and the Shoals, 53 degrees for your low tonight. Weather where you live, let's go ahead and get a cross-section of the area, see what we have in store for our day. Tomorrow, Savannah will be at 74, no complaints there. Tuscumbia, Shoals, probably around 72, 73 degrees. Athens, about 72 degrees there as well, with a wind consistently out of the north and east at about 5 to 10 miles an hour, so still a little breezy, maybe a little bit less so than today, but still, there is that wind. All right, so big picture, cooling down pretty dramatically in the next couple of days. Yeah, I do think we're going to stay in the lower 70s, at least through Monday, to be honest with you. Then we do pick up that wind out of the south, as mentioned. There we go. Notice how we start getting back up in the mid-70s, maybe some upper 70s here in this time frame, Wednesday and into Thursday. And then, like I said, we're watching that system Friday. I'm kind of keeping an eye on the shower chances there. I'm personally just kind of like, I'm not too sure if it's going to be a particularly widespread rain event. And then as we head into the next weekend, at least initially, it seems like we have a little bit of a warming trend. But behind next weekend, if the models have any indication of what's going on, well, we might actually have a pattern change and start picking up more rain chances in the long term. And again, that is long term, so it's not really an accurate thing. It's really more of an indication than anything else, but could be interesting as we head over the next 7 to 14 days.